Hi, Phil Schoenberg, Fastpitch Power. Last segment, we talked about the load phase. We're talking about the four phases of the pitch. Load phase, reach phase, track phase, fire and drive phase. So we've talked about the load phase and how important it is to have a really, really good load that enables you to utilize ground force reaction. Power comes from the ground up to get you explosively off the pitching rubber, to enable you to employ that power during your reach phase. Each one of the phases of the pitch have to be accomplished in their entirety. You don't want to short circuit any of the phases, especially the reach phase, which we're going to talk about now, in order for you to be able to consistently command the strike zone with maximum speed. And we're talking about a fastball here now. Okay, so just as a quick recap, your load, you're on your toes, heels are up, I'm starting 60% of my weight is in my drive foot, maybe 40%, maybe 70-30. As I get ready to come explosively off the pitching rubber, and I can be here in my load phase, I can be here. If I'm doing a backswing, straight back. I want my hand in a neutral position with the back of my hand facing my target as I come up the front side of the circle. I don't want my hand to go off the power line, whether going behind me or coming up the front side of the circle. I want my hand over the power line, throw zone. So I'm in my load phase. Okay, let's just assume that I'm doing a backswing. I'm going straight back. Not going back here, not going out here. I'm going straight back. So now I'm in a really good position to generate power coming off this pitching rubber. The ball of my foot is on the edge of the pitching rubber so I can push back. Your stride, which is part of your reach phase, very important. Your stride is not initiated by a step forward with your left foot, in my case, because I'm a right-hand pitcher, right foot if you're a left-hand pitcher. Your stride, your reach phase, is initiated by an aggressive pushback on that pitching rubber. So I want to push this mat and pitching rubber backwards all the way to the other side of this facility. So in order to do that, load. I got to have my weight. I got to have my power loaded into my front leg, my drive leg, so I can push that pitching rubber backwards. So here I am in my load phase, heels are up. I'm on the balls of my feet, on my toes, and from here, I'm going to aggressively push back on that pitching rubber, and I'm going to come up the front side of the circle aggressively, reach. Okay, so now here I am in my reach phase. Now you will notice that just as I started square on the pitching rubber, what I mean by square is that the name on the front of my shirt, Fastpitch Power, is facing my target. Shoulders are square, hips are square, and both of my hands are reaching for the target. It is only at this point when both of my hands, I can see both my hands, it's great. They're coming up the front side of the circle, and when I see both my glove hand and my pitching hand cover my catcher's glove, that's when I'm going to go from my reach phase to my track phase. We'll get to that next. So here I am, my reach phase. Look at my drive foot, toe, and knee. This is critical, and it's going to become even more apparent as to why it is essential that you be in this position. My drive foot, toe, and knee are forward, just like I'm walking. My stride foot has landed maybe an inch or two to the left of the power line at about a 20-degree angle to the power line. My drive foot, toe, and knee are forward. Really important. We don't want to come off the pitching rubber in such a way that my drive foot is collapsed and I'm having to drag it through. You can see what happens to my body when I do that. My body leans forward, it starts to twist so that I can get my drive foot through to my stride foot. If I drive foot, toe, and knee forward, easy, really easy. Now the other thing I want you to see is because my load was really good, Look at how far I am off that pitching rubber when I land. I haven't even started to get to the top of the circle, come down the backside and fire the ball to the plate, yet I am now got 3 feet closer to the batter. So instead of, delivering my hopefully 65-mile-an-hour fastball from 40 feet away, I'm going to deliver it from 37 feet away. Who do you think has an advantage there? The pitcher. Drive foot, toe, and knee forward, and my reach phase, I am still square throughout my entire reach phase. It's not until I get to the track phase, which we're going to discuss next, that I am losing the squareness of my body to my target. Both hands cover, okay? Elbow down. You could be in this position, I don't care. You could be in a handshake position. You can be slightly up between a handshake and holding the platter. The most important thing is your elbow is pointing to the ground. Because as you can go around the backside of the circle, your elbow down, palm up, coming to the backside of the circle for forearm fire is essential. Can't have forearm fire in this position. I can only push the ball. So we want to make sure that our hand is in the correct position. Both hands are covering my target. I am still square. And once I've done this, I'm ready to go to the track phase.